Good day and welcome back to Old World Soap Shop. Today I am making a basic soap base with olive oil and coconut oil. Just very simple. And I am going to make a tree in snow. That'll be a couple days down the road after the moon and the tree is formed in the mold. So that's what I'm doing today. I do not end up using the moon. This is my first scenery soap and it really turned out very basic, like baby basic. And you'll see at the end what I'm talking about. But I mean, it's cute. It's for our family. The scent I'm using today is a lemongrass and patchouli. It smells very good. So lemon and patchouli scent anchored down with their essential oils, anchored down with kaolin clay, like always. And so now I have the coconut oil and olive oil mixed in together, and I've added in the lye water solution. Time to get out the emulsion blender and start emulsifying that oil and lye solution together. And I want to do it with a pretty light trace, but as you'll see, it ends up getting pretty thick and kind of hard to work with. So I want it to be a thin trace with things like this, but it's not what happened. But it did end up working out just fine. Again, not exactly as I would have wanted it to end up. I pictured in my head it being more beautiful, but that's okay. It's my first one, so next time we'll maybe add in a sunset or something and go from there. So I have some yellow mica for the moon here that I don't end up using. I'll have to find something down the road. And then I have an evergreen color for the tree, and it actually kind of turns like a bluish green. It's still very pretty, and you'll see what happens here. Don't tap the tree mold. That's what I've learned. You'll see in a second why. Yep, there we go. So I'm learning with these things. Don't tap the tree mold or it might just open back up. So I'm just going to scoop it back in as much as I can. And I end up putting it in that bin for the next couple days to kind of hold it upright while it's setting up. And yep. So you can see right here how it's setting up, and I just have to keep scooping it in. And yes, I am tapping it down a little bit. This one seems a little sturdier, probably because it's smaller. So I have some leftover, obviously, some leftover soap. So I'm getting out my soap mold, and I'm just going to make little mini sample bars. So it's really thick here. I'm just scraping everything out, and I'm going to try to get the soap off the counter also as much as I can. Salvage it. And then these actually turned out pretty cute. So I got some good little soap bars out of it. Now this is a couple days later, and everything looks good. It's set up. And I'm just cutting those sample bars. So these are probably 3.5 to 4 ounces. My usual soap bars are about 5 to 5.5 ounces. The smell has really come through. You can really smell that lemongrass most of all. And then it has that base that kind of tones it down a notch, that warmth, earthy smell of patchouli. And I really like it. The patchouli is not overpowering at all. It has a beautiful scent. And then I'm stamping them. The stamp fits just perfectly on it. Turned out really good. So it's the same day later, and I'm taking out that tree mold. Let's see what it looks like. There's some places that I'm going to kind of clean up just with my measuring spoon here. It looks really good, and I'm really happy with it. And then I'm just kind of slicing off that top area that's sticking up. And I'll roll that into a ball later on with a little extra of some that I got off of the moon also, and make a little soap ball out of it. So here is the moon, or the sun, whatever you're going to use it for. And yeah, just took a little bit off of that. So I have my tree and sun or moon mold off to the side, which I'm only going to be using the tree mold. And here I am making the rest of the soap. And so I colored it, as you could see, with that bluish color for the sky. And then I have a white also. It wasn't really white enough. You could always, if you're into using titanium dioxide, you could color it and make it really bright white with that. So we are ready now to pour. We've got our whitish color and our bluish color over there. Just mix that in. And now we will pour the snow in first. And then I'm going to set that tree and the snow, which I realized right there how high it is up on the tree. My daughter did tell me, like in the soap scene, oh, it just looks like there's snow in the background. So that kind of made me feel better because it seemed very high. Somebody got snowed in that day. But anyways, like I said, it's my first attempt. So now we have the blue sky, and I'm trying to swirl in some of the white snow without touching the top of the tree up there and ruining that. And then by this point, I had kind of forgotten about the sun. And then once I remembered, I was like, I don't really want it this time anyways. I'm just going to go with what I have. Because I wasn't sure how it'd turn out, and I didn't want to ruin anything. And so I just kept it at that. And it turned out fine. So now I'm remembering, nope, not going to use it. To texturize the top, I just took my spoon and just simply did this and left it. I did not do the other side with a spoon. And I'm happy with the look of it. Doesn't wet soap always look so pretty? And so I do have some extra again, so I put some extra in that second loaf. Here's the finished product 2 days later, and we are going to cut it today. As always, I'm interested to see the cut. This time I wasn't nearly excited as how I've been previous times, but it's okay. It's cute. There it is. Simple and sweet. Smells good. Has wonderful essential oils scents in there of lemongrass and patchouli. I really like it. The snow could be a little wider. The tree could be a little more green. There could be a little bit more in the scenery. You know, you see these soaps that have such beautiful scenery, and it's like, wow, that would be so fun. But it always takes that first step, right? So yeah, this has been a fun little experiment for me. Here's my little sample soaps. These are probably like 1 ounce bars. They're super cute. I do need to steam the tops of these bars, of all of them. But yeah, super tiny. It looks like fudge. Gotta be careful. Sometimes at the market, people wonder if it's fudge. They say, what is this? But no, do not mistake it for fudge. And make sure if you're offering free samples, they don't take a bite into it first, right? Be a rude awakening. So that's it, folks. Hope you enjoyed. Here my work is stamped on one side and unstamped on the other. It's cute. Cute and simple and sweet. Another look. So with Thanksgiving coming up and Christmas and just all the festivities involved and the cool air here in the US at least, I wish you all, even over in Australia where it's hot, and anywhere else, I wish you all a wonderful season filled with fun times and good memories. And until next time, we'll see you later. Hope you enjoyed. Bye.